Alright, so in this task here, we're supposed to find the midpoint of a segment from its graph. The midpoint is just the halfway point. So as I'm traveling along from one end to the other, the midpoint is the halfway point in my journey. Now, it's also the point that divides this segment into two equal-sized pieces. You need to keep both those definitions in mind because they both come in handy. It's the halfway point, divides the whole segment into two equal-sized pieces. Alright, well the trick is if it's halfway through, it's both halfway over and halfway up. So for example, this is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So this point is 8 spaces higher than that point. So the midpoint is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces higher than that point. So 4 spaces up, 4 spaces up. It's halfway vertically between the 2 points. And it's also halfway horizontally, which is what helps us figure out what the coordinates are. So that's -4. And since this whole distance over is 1, the midpoint would be another half a unit over, or half the total distance over, making it -4.5. And then the y coordinate is going to be a -1. We can just read that right off the graph. Let's take a look here. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So halfway over is 1, 2, 3. Okay, which gives us a x-coordinate of 2. And our y-coordinate is up 3.5. So 1, 2, 3.5. That's 1.5 on the x-axis. Let's see. Here, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces up. So let's see, we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces up. So there's the midpoint, 4 spaces up. And so it's y-coordinate, well, okay. The x-coordinate is going to be, since the total x distance is 5, the x-coordinate of the midpoint is going to be 2.5 spaces over from here. And that's at 0, so 2.5 spaces over from that is positive 2.5. And this is a -4. We're going to go up 4 spaces from -4, which lands us at a y-coordinate of 0. Here, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 8. So our midpoint will be 1, 2, 3, 4 up and 1.5 over. So that's going to be, see, our x-coordinate will be -1.5, and our y-coordinate will be 1. So I knew it's -1.5 because it started at 0 and I went back a space and a half. That's -1.5. And we started at -3. We just count up 4 spaces, and that's 1. All right. Here it's over 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half of over 1 is 0.5. So 0.5. And we started, so up halfway will be up 3 spaces. That's right there. -4, -3, -2, -1 for our y-coordinate. Okay. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So halfway over will be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces over. That's right there. So this is at -5. 4 spaces over is -1. And down a half a space, we started out at 4. So down a half is 3.5. All right, let's take a look at some more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 and 4. So that's over 3, half and up 2. Right here, this is pretty easier. We see that is 2, negative 1. Here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 and 7 are going to make it super tricky for us. So that's going to be over 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And then up 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. Okay. So let's see. This point is negative 4. So if I go over 4.5, I get negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, and then another half, so 0.5. So 0.5 for the x-coordinate. I started out at negative 4 on the y-axis and went up 3 spaces, so negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. Another half makes it negative 0.5. All right. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2. So our midpoint will be over 3.5 and down 1. So 1, 2, 3.5, down 1. From an x-coordinate of negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 1.5. And from a y-coordinate of 5, going down 1 is 4. Okay. Here, going over 2 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see, that's over 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is, it's on the grid line, so it's easy. You don't do any calculating. Coordinates are 2, 0. Let's see, down here, it's over 2 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over 2, down 7. So our midpoint is going to be over 1, down 1, 2, 3.5. So we started out at an x-coordinate of 3. We went over 1 to an x-coordinate of 4. Started out at a y-coordinate of 3. And we went down by 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5 lands us at negative 0.5. Last one, we travel over 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 and 10. So halfway over would be over 2. Halfway up would be up 5. And you can just read that right off the coordinates as 0, 0. Okay. So the trick here, the midpoint is halfway over and halfway up. So you got to figure how far it is all the way over and all the way up. And then just take one of the endpoints and count over, halfway up. That's where your midpoint's going to be. All right. Good luck with this.